Hello all, welcome to Masterclass 2025. I'm Karthik, working as Technical Support Lead in ClickLearn. So today I will be walking you through the UXP multi-language support and how to set it up, right? So let's get started. I have configured UXP in Microsoft CRM system. So you know what UXP is. UXP is a side panel that from ClickLearn that helps the users to to enhance their learning experience by being present within the learning experience within the business system. So in my case, my business system is uh, CRM. I'm greeted with a notification and it says here is account. So let me. This is called a feature tour, right? So I have a start button to start. Let me click to see it highlights the accounts here, right? And let me click on the accounts. So it goes to next. Yes, yay. Uh, Assist completed. Let me click this. Yeah, so after clicking this, you can see I have a recording that says update an account. And when I click that, I can see all the steps that helps me to update a account in the CRM system. So I can watch the video here. If I just click, the video experience just opens and I can click here. It says click on the item accounts and it displays all the steps, right? Then after that, I have assist. Either we can click on this, so it walks you through all the steps of your recording, or you can hover here where it says take me there. So it will help you to locate that particular step and it will walk you through all the steps in this. All right, in my case I'm just trying to take me there by clicking here, which took me to this particular step where if you can see it says fourth coffee sample, and the same is there my CRM as well. So now I'm clicking here. This took me to uh, the inside. It opened the account. So and I have a note that is placed here. It says make sure you have the fax number handy. And I click next. It says highlight the fax number and so on. Right? It will walk me through all the steps. And this is in English. Also, apart from recordings, we can also configure UXP to show the links of videos, of the existing videos, or of the existing PDFs which you have, and also some hyperlinks if you want to be added here. You can do that as well by configuring it as a dynamic asset. Apart from recording, we can display dynamic assets as well here, right? Then comes chat. This is AI chat, wherein it will take the sources from the recordings, or you can configure to take the source as your recordings and some PDFs. In my case, I have chosen to get the sources from a PDF, right? Let's ask a question. Who is Alexander? This brings from my PDF. So he says he's a businessman from Pennsylvania and he has a company that sells umbrellas, right? So that's how this chat works. Also, you can ask a question about how to update an account. Yeah. Now we have the result. It says how to update an account and it gives me all the steps and the source of this. So when I click this, it will take me to the recording. Now that I have added this particular question, it is because I have a different kind of thing and a different kind of uh, PDF configured in different languages. So I'll talk about that when I go to the different language. And when I click notification, you can notify your end users using this notification tab, or either we have multiple types of notification. In that, this is one type wherein you can just it just says welcome to the CRM as I configured it. So now I will switch to a different language. So let me close this first. Click on the settings. Let me switch to Danish language. Click OK. Yes, this has loaded now. So you can see I have a notification, intrusive notification, where one is in English and one is in Danish. Yeah, if you see, if you read the step, it reads the step in um, Danish, not in English. And even this too is in Danish. And my recording, the same recording, but it was replayed in multiple languages, right? Like Danish and French. In my case, I have done it in Danish as well as French. So if I click this, all the steps, it's the same step again, right? It's the same step where it says to update and update an account, and the same steps in. So let me go back. Then click on the chat. But if you notice, even the text here is still in uh, Danish, right? And now I have my chat, AI chat. Now let's talk to this in Danish. I am not a native Danish speaker, but I will try to use Google Translate. So Danish. I will ask the same question. Who is Alexander? Question mark. So let me paste it here. We have answer. You can't read Danish, so I'll go back. Let's switch the language. And it says Alexander is a Danish car manufacturer. I asked the same question, and if you notice, I didn't even change the link. I didn't even change anything, but still I just changed the language. Based on the language, this is the different PDF, right? It says DA, not US. So I have configured a different for demonstration purposes, what I did was I configured different details. I added different details of Alexander, so that in each language Alexander is doing something else. So in US, if you saw in US, he's a car manufacturer, but in Danish, he's in Danish language, he's something else, right? As it showed, he has a car company, right? So both are different. So UXP is smart enough, the AI chat is smart enough to get the data from that particular language as configured. And then notifications, I can still see my notifications in English as well as in Danish. So I didn't change the link here, just for your kind information. I did not change the link URL here. So the URL, even though you use English, uh, the UXP will automatically detect the language from the system, and based on that language, the UXP panel is displayed. So it will pick the language from here and it will display the panel, and the language is changed according to that. We saw multi-language UXP in action. Now I'll show how to configure that in UXP. So I have my studio pulled up for you, and let me create a new project. Let me import the recordings from a different project. So let me import just one recording, that's fine. So in my case, I have two languages, right? Let me show that quickly. Language settings, I have English and Danish. Now I'll show how to configure UXP in both the languages. For that, initially, first of all, we should enable the UXP by going to publishing template, portal, and you can enable the UXP from here. Save changes, go to UXP, and it says it appears you didn't. Okay, I did not configure the structure, so it notifies me that I have not configured the structure. So I want to add a recording inside my structure, so I did that. By you can just drag and drop a recording inside that. Now let's go back to this. So do you want to create? Yeah, I want to create it with the default config settings. Say yes. So now I have this is in English, right? This is not another language, it's in English. So uh, uh, you can see the difference in tab configuration, but let's try to manage the sources first. We have current structure. Current structure is the structure which the recording which we have as of now. We have only one recording. Next goes the dynamic assets. We don't have anything. AI sources. For AI sources, I think I can use the same PDFs that we used from the last session. Yeah, open. So now let me go back to configuration. So now if I drag and drop this and click on this insert, now it will ask me which language is my asset in. This particular asset is in English US. If you see, I have a language that is displayed over here nicely. Then let me add my other asset. This is Danish asset. That's what I'm selecting here. And in the list, I can see the languages English and Danish. Let me save the changes. Feature tour. I can just drag and drop this. So I have a feature tour in my project, in my UXP project. Next comes the tab configuration. For now, this is in English, right? I have sources, recording. I have not added any dynamic assets, so my sources is recordings only. I have recordings added here and here. In my chat, and I can customize my chat in English. Go to source content. Here I can select any sources, but in my case, I just wanted to answer from the English US. So I just select that, save and close. I can save it. Right now, the next language, it is Danish. So let me click on Danish. It asks me whether I need to copy all the tab configuration from English US. Yes, go ahead. Now I have my tab configuration in Danish language. So I have the recordings that is in Danish, and I have my top suggestions in Danish. Let me click on chat, customize the chat, source content, and I can use Danish source, the PDF which I imported for Danish language. Save and close the tab configuration. So next comes the notification. How do you notify your customers in their language, right? So I'll show you how to do that. So first let me create a notification. I want the notification as intrusive, which comes like this, like in the middle. I'll select, I'll give a title that says welcome to master class, right? And I'll write some text like master class 2025, and I'll still want it to be an intrusive modal notification, and I want it to be in English. This is where you set the language of notification in English. But still, even though the language is in English, you can view it in other languages if you haven't set the triggers properly. So if you click on triggers, you see the languages here, it says English as of now, right? Here you can select multiple languages. So for now, it is set as English. So even we have to uh, check this language as well. If say you want to notify your Danish customers in English, you can do that by clicking this. So even though your UXP is in Danish, the English notification still shows up. So I don't want to show this in Danish, so I just want this in English, and I can set it live, right? So let me add another notification, and this one, let us take it as a subtle pop-up, and this is for Danish notification. Don't know Danish, that's why I'm typing in English. Yeah, I still want it to be a subtle pop-up, and here I choose my language as Danish. Let me go to the triggers, and if you see here, it still says English. I don't want it to be in English, I want it to be in Danish. Yes, and set live. You can see which language it is visible on as well, right? This particular the first one is visible in English and the second one is visible in Danish. So that's how you set up your notification in multilingual UXP, right? So you notify your users in their own languages. And next comes feature tours. Even feature tour, you can do it differently in each language. So for example, I create a tour. I say accounts, because that's what our uh, recording is in. And language, I have two languages, right? As of now I want it in English. Let me create an English tour. I click on import recording, update an account, and I say select steps. I just want the first step wherein it says click on the item accounts. Yeah, it's this. Click on the item accounts, import selected steps, and if you click this, you can make it visible either in assist mode or video mode. I want it to be in assist mode. Let me save this. Let me click on activate. To activate this, uh, before activating, we can create a notification. So it comes up in the pop-up and it says it has the button that says start. So start tour. I want it to be a subtle pop-up, and my language should be in English, and my button says start tour. Fine with that. I have a trigger here again. The trigger shows it displays in all language. I just want it in English. So I can set the trigger in English. Then I can click on save and close, and my notification has been created, and I can click on active to activate this feature tour. Yep, it's complete. Let me click on complete. So that's how you create an English feature tour. Now let's do the same for Danish. Again, you have to follow the same procedure. Click on the feature tour and say DNISH accounts. I'll select the language from here. It's Danish. Click on create. I'll say import recording, update an account. I don't want to import full recording, so I just select steps. I want the first step. Don't worry, it still displays in English here. And once you import it, you see it changes to Danish because my setup is in Danish. Let me click on assist mode. That's how I want my step to be in. I'll click on save. I think it's saved. Let me click on activate. Again, here in this case, I have languages. I need to select the language. I want to select. I'll select Danish. I'll click notification, create new notification. I'll say Danish account. I want it a sidebar notification. Let's see Danish accounts again, and I want it to display in Danish. So as we selected that, the same language popped up here. Let it be start tour, and then triggers. Yeah, it says Danish. Perfect. Let me save, and it shows the details over here. Click on activate to activate this feature top, and you can click complete. Yeah, we'll close this. Visible on is not displayed over here, so I think I messed up something. Let me check that. Let me see, what did I miss? To we can change the settings from here. Okay, if you see, I did not update the language here, so I can do that. So I just choose to display this only in English US. You have to save. Let it save. Yes, now it says visible on English US. Let me click on complete, and let me close this. Let's see now. Yes, now I have set it up complete correctly. So it says English US, and Danish one says it's visible on Danish. And I can go back to notification to see what notification I've set up in feature tools. So these are the two related notification, and it looks good. And that's how you set up UXP multi-language. So to summarize what I said, what happened in the video was like you can use you can distribute a single link to your end users, so they, based on their system business system language, UXP will adapt to that language automatically. No need to switch between the languages and stuff, right? So automatically UXP will display. If you're using a Danish link, UXP will automatically display in Danish. Then then with respect to AI, if you have configured AI properly in with that particular languages asset in the specific languages, it will just display in that language only. Like the chat responses you get is from the configured sources in that language only. So you have another layer of separation there for the chat sources. Then the notification and feature tours also will display in that particular language, wherein you can if you have configured it based on the visibility, you can just make it visible in the languages that you need, and it will be visible in that language only, and it supports multiple languages as well. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.